and this is Julie with Third Coast Coach, here today with a tip on sustainability. So today I'm going to be showing you how to store emergency water in jars through a method called inversion canning. And this is good to have on hand in case of an emergency. Here on the coast, we keep a hurricane kit on hand, and that does include water. Enough water for each person per day, about a gallon per day per person, is enough to bathe a little bit, cook with, and drink for each person. So in this next section, I'm going to give you kind of a quick overview, and then I'm going to take you in depth into each section. So there are my jars that have been washed and ready to go. I've got one boiling, which is sanitizing the jar. I have my sanitized water, which has been boiled and cooled, which is ready to go into the jars. Then I have my lids. My lids have been cleaned and dried. They're ready to use. And then I have the final jar, which is upside down, which is where the name inversion canning comes from. So that's going to help seal the jar. So now we're going to look at each step in more detail. Okay, so you want to first prepare your jars and your lids. So right out of the box, you could put them in your dishwasher. I would recommend running them through without soap. Just give them a good hot water washing, and then store them under a towel while you prepare your water, and that way they can stay dust free. And what I do with the lids is I actually dry them off with a clean towel, and then I store them. So you are going to boil each jar right before filling it, and you want to allow it to boil at a rolling boil for 2 minutes. But this is actually the last step right before you fill the jar. Before you start boiling your jars and filling them, you've got to prepare your water. So if you don't already have filtered water or purified water, and I just use tap water, and you can just boil tap water to disinfect it and prepare it. So you do want to boil it at a rolling boil for 2 minutes, and then you want to let it cool. So here's my cooled water. It's ready to go in the jar. And then you can see I have my lids. So the lids I do dry after running them through the dishwasher. I dry them off with a clean towel, and then I store them under a towel. So again, like the jars, they don't collect dust while I'm preparing my water. Okay, so here are your steps. First, you're going to clean your jars and lids in the dishwasher. Remember, no soap. Dry the lids and store both under clean towels. Next, you're going to boil drinking water for 2 minutes and allow it to cool. And then you're going to boil the jars for 2 minutes. Immediately fill the jars with cooled water. Wipe off the mouth of the jar with a clean towel and put the lid on it. Then you're going to turn the jar upside down, place it on a towel, and wait about an hour. Okay, you want to check the jar's lid to make sure it's sealed, and you can do this by pressing down in the middle of the lid. It shouldn't pop back up. It should stay firm when you press down in the middle of the lid. That's how you know it's sealed. And then the final step is to label your jars. Make sure you put not only the contents, that you have water in there, but also the date that you jarred them. So if you look for it, you're going to see different opinions on how long this water will last. I would recommend you replace it once a year. So what we do is every year we start working our way through using our supplies that are in our hurricane kit if they're not needed, and then we replace them. So I would recommend that you do this every year when you prepare. So that's it. I hope this was really helpful to you. And for more information, tips, resources, a solution library, we also have assessments and planners and things to help you live sustainably. Visit our website at thirdcoastcoach.com. And as always, I wish you much luck in all of the good that you do and in all of the positive changes you make in your life. Thank you for your time today.